Adam.
Oh, it's okay. All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it, and it means a lot. So big round of applause for our audience tonight. Thank you so much. We also want to have a big hand for the Nadens for hosting us. They came. Doing it here all came together very, very last minute. We had a place we were looking at that was basically, we were waiting on an answer for a long time. They said no about a week and a half ago, a little less than that. Luckily we had a backup venue, so we talked to the backup venue, they said yes, we were available. I drove out to Hemet, where it was, to sign some documents. This Sunday, a few days after getting everything signed, they said actually we can't. We have to rewire some things to comply with the government code, and there's no way we can push it back legally. So we couldn't do that because they were doing it that day or today. So we called up the Nadens, I think Sunday night, and they said yes, absolutely, we'd be happy to. They've been hugely helpful. We've been basically out front here for 24 hours straight. So we just really appreciate the willingness and the effort that they put into this. So one more round of applause for the Nadens. And then real quick, we have concessions over here if anybody wants to go buy anything. Our bathroom is just in the trailer. If anyone needs to use the bathroom, head over to the trailer. We do have a picnic blanket out here, and then one more. If any of the little kids want a closer seat, feel free to come on over here and sit down, and you can get a good front row seat. Adam. We just want to thank once again the Nadens. Their generosity was amazing. So once again, another class with Nadens. And then also, my dad over there with the mic stuff. Our mic, as you know, doing plays outside is not typical. In fact, it's really difficult, especially when it comes to projection and audio. And we had nothing. No audio, nothing to help us with the audio until today. So thanks to my dad once again.
Well, big shout out to Adam because he says, Dad, I need some sound effects about an hour before we started, so.
Yes, that was crazy. Another shout out to everyone who's been very generous with, whether it's like the canopies or donating food and drinks. They have been absolutely amazing, and we just are incredibly thankful for everyone here. So thank you. One more shout out also to our dear friend Jonah Palencia, who is not doing through this time for the show, but he started this whole thing. So big round of applause for that. The final one, don't worry, we're going to get on with the show. The final one is for Colby. He was in our play, but unfortunately he ran into a medical issue, so he couldn't be here today. But just want to give, he put a lot of work into this role, so I just want to give him a big round of applause. All right. Without further ado, Our Town. What was that? Love you too. I got to talk.
This play is called Our Town. It was written by Thornton Wilder, produced and directed by Mr. Harper, Mr. Parker, and Mr. Ramirez. In it, you will see Miss Allen, Miss Palencia, and Miss Green, as well as Mr. Worth, Mr. Mano, and Mr. Parker. The name of the town is Grover's Corners, New Hampshire, just across the Massachusetts line. Latitude, 42 degrees, 40 minutes. Longitude, 70 degrees, 37 minutes. Time is just before dawn. The sky is beginning to show some streaks of light in the east there, behind our mountain. Morning star always gets one for bright minute before it has to go. Well, I better show you how our town lies. Up here is Main Street. Over there is a railway station, tracks go that way. Across the tracks are Polish Town, and some Canuck families. Over there is a Congregational Church, across the streets a Presbyterian. Methodist and Unitarian are over there. Baptist is down in the hollow by the river. Catholic Church is over beyond the tracks. Here's the town hall and post office combined. Jail's in the basement. Brian once made a speech from these very steps here. Along here is a row of stores, hitching posts, and horse blocks in front of them all. First automobile is going to come along in about 5 years. Belonged to banker Cartwright, richest citizen. Lives in the big white house up on the hill. Here's the grocery store and Mr. Morgan's drugstore. Most everybody in town manages to appear into those two stores at least once a day. This here is our doctor's house, Doc Gibbs. This is Mrs. Gibbs' garden. Corn, peas, beans, hollyhock, heliotrope, and a lot of burdock. In those days, our newspaper came out twice a week. Grover's Corner Sentinel. This is Editor Webb's house. This is Mrs. Webb's garden. Just like Mrs. Gibbs. Only it's got a lot of sunflowers in it, too. Right here is a big butternut tree. Nice town, you know what I mean? Nobody very remarkable ever came of it, as far as we know. Earliest tombstones in the cemetery up on the hill say 1670 and 1680. There are Grovers and Cartwrights, Gibbses and Herseys. Same names as are around here now. Well, as I said, it's about dawn. Only lights are in town or in a cottage over by the tracks, where our Polish mothers just had twins. And in the Joe Crowell house, where Joe Jr. is getting up so as to deliver the paper. And in the railway depot, where Shorty Hawkins is getting ready to flag the 5:45 for Boston. Naturally, out in the country, there have been lights on for some time, what with Milkins and so on. But town people sleep late. So another day's begun. Here comes Doc Gibbs coming down Main Street now, coming back from that baby case. And here's his wife coming downstairs to make breakfast. Doc Gibbs died in 1930. New hospital's named after him. Mrs. Gibbs died first. Long time ago, in fact. She went out to visit her daughter Rebecca, who married an insurance man in Canton, Ohio, and died there. Pneumonia. But her body was brought back here. She's up in the cemetery there now, with a whole mess of Gibbses and Herseys. She was Julia Hersey before she married Doc Gibbs in the Congregational Church. In our town, we like to know the facts about everybody. Here's Mrs. Webb, coming downstairs to make breakfast. And here's Doc Gibbs. Got that call 1:30 this morning. And here's Joe Crowell, delivering Mr. Webb's Sentinel.
Good morning, Doc Gibbs.
Morning, Joe.
Somebody been sick?
A pair of twins born over in Polistown.
Would you like your paper now?
Yes, I'll take it. Anything serious going on in the world since Wednesday?
Yes, sir. My school teacher, Miss Foster's getting married to some feller down in Concord.
Well, I declare. How do you boys feel about that?
Well, I suppose it ain't none of our business, but I think if someone starts out a teacher, they ought to stay one.
How's your knee, Joe?
Hardly think about it at all. Except for what you said. Lets me know when it's gonna rain. Oh.
What's it telling you today? Gonna rain?
Nothing there.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
Do you ever make a mistake?
No, sir.
Want to tell you something about that boy, Joe Crowell there? Joe was awful bright. Graduated from high school here, head of his class. So he got a scholarship to Massachusetts Tech. Graduated head of his class there, too. It was all wrote up in the Boston paper at the time. Gonna be a great engineer, Joe was. But then the war broke out, and he died in France. All that education for nothing.
G'day, Bessie. What's the matter with you today?
Here comes Howie Newsom delivering the milk.
Oh, morning, Doc.
Morning, Howie.
Somebody been sick?
A pair of twins over to Mrs. Grotsky's.
Twins, eh? Well, this town's getting bigger and bigger every year.
Gonna rain, Howie?
No, fine day. Oh, come on, Bessie.
Hello, Bessie. How old is she, Howie?
Well, let me see. Oh, she's going on 17 now. She's been a little off about the route ever since the Lockhart stopped taking their court. She still wants to leave them a court just the same. She scolds me the whole route.
Good morning, Howie.
Oh, morning, Miss Gibbs.
Oh,
Doc's just coming on down the street.
is he? It seems like you're late today.
Well, I had some trouble with my separator. I don't know what 'twas. Oh, Doc?
Howie?
Children, time to get up. George, Rebecca. Everything all right, Frank?
Yes, I declare. Easy as kittens.
Bacon will be ready in a minute. Sit down and drink your coffee. You can catch a couple hours sleep this morning, can't you?
Mrs. Wentworth's coming at 11. Suppose I know what it's about, too. Her, stomach. Ain't what it ought to be.
All told, you won't get more than 3 hours sleep. Frank Gibbs, I don't know what's going to become of you. I do wish I could get you to go away someplace and take a rest. Think it would do you good.
Emily, time to get up. Wally, 7 o'clock.
I declare, you've got to speak to George. I think something's come over him lately. He's no help to me at all. I can't even get him to cut me some wood.
Is he sassy to you?
No, he just whines. All he thinks about is that baseball. George, Rebecca, you'll be late for school. George!
George, don't you hear your mother calling you?
Yes, Pa.
I guess I'll go upstairs. Give 40 winks.
Wally, Emily, hurry up. Wally, you wash yourself good or I'll come up there and do it myself.
Ma, what dress shall I wear?
Oh, don't make a noise. Your father's been out all night and needs a sleep. I washed and ironed the blue gingham for you special.
Oh, Ma, I hate that dress.
Oh, hush up with you.
Every day I go to school dressed like a sick turkey.
Now, Rebecca, you always look very nice.
Oh, Ma, George is throwing soap at me.
I'll come and slap the both of you. That's what I'll do.
Got a factory in our town. Fix blankets. Car rides on it, and a form of fortune.
Children, now I won't have it. Breakfast is just as good as any other meal, and I won't have you gobbling like wolves. It'll stunt your growth. That's a fact. Put away your book, Wally.
But, Ma, I gotta know about Canada all by 10 o'clock.
You know the rules as well as I do. No books at the table. As for me, I'd rather have my children healthy than bright.
Well, I'm both, Mama. You know I am. I'm the brightest girl in school for my age. I have a wonderful memory.
Eat your breakfast.
I'm smart too, Ma. Ooh, and I'm looking at this question.
I'll speak to your father about it once he's rested. Seems to me 25 cents a week is enough for a boy your age. I declare, I don't know how you spend it all.
No, Ma, I got a lot of things to buy.
Strawberry phosphates, that's what you spend it on.
I don't see how Rebecca comes to have so much money. She has more than $1.
I've been saving it up gradual.
Well, dear, I think it's a good thing to spend some every now and then.
Ma, you know what I love most in this world. Do you? Money.
Eat your breakfast.
Oh, there's the bell. I gotta go.
I'm making a speech today. I want to be early.
Well, walk fast, but you don't have to run. Wally, pull up your pants at the knee. Stand up straight, Emily.
Tell Miss Foster I sent her my best congratulations. Can you remember that? And you look real nice, Rebecca. Pick up your feet.
Goodbye.
I'll see you later.
Here, chick, chick, chick. No, go away, you. Go away. Here, chick, chick, chick. Hey, what's the matter with you? Fight, fight, fight. That's all you do. You don't belong to me. Where'd you come from? Don't be so scared. Nobody's going to hurt you. Good morning, Myrtle. How's your cold?
Well, I still get that tickling feeling in my throat. I told Charles I didn't know as I'd go to choir practice tonight. Wouldn't be any use.
Have you tried singing over your voice?
Yes, but somehow I can't manage to do that and stay on key. While I'm resting myself, I thought I'd string some of these beans.
Here, let me help you. Beans have been good this year.
I've decided to put up 40 quarts if it kills me. The children say they hate 'em, but I know they'll stay able to get 'em down all winter long.
Myrtle, I've got to tell you something, because if I don't tell somebody, I'll burst.
Why, Julia Gibbs.
Here, give me some more of those beans. Myrtle, did any of those secondhand furniture men from Boston come and see you last Friday?
No?
Well, he called on me. At first I thought he was a patient wanting to see Dr. Gibbs. Then he wormed his way into my parlor. And Myrtle Webb, He offered me $350 for Grandmother Wentworth's highboy as I'm sitting here.
Why, Julia Gibbs!
He did that old thing. Oh, it was so big I didn't know where to put it. I almost gave it to Cousin Hester Wilcox.
Well, you're gonna take it, aren't you?
I don't know.
You don't know. $350. What's come over you?
Well, if I could get the doctor to take the money and go away someplace on a real trip, I'd sell it like that. You know, Myrtle, it's always been the dream of my life to see Paris, France. Oh, I don't know. It sounds crazy, I suppose, but for years I've been promising myself that if I ever had a chance...
How does the doctor feel about it?
Well, I did beat about the bush a little. I told him that if I got a legacy, that's the way I put it, I'd make him take me somewhere.
And what'd he say?
Oh, you know how he is. I haven't heard a serious word out of him since I've known him. No. He says it might make him feel discontented with Grover's Corners if we go traipsing about Europe. Better let well enough alone, he says. And every year he takes a trip to the battlefields of the Civil War, and that's enough treat for anybody, he says.
Well, Mr. Webb just admires the way Doc Gibbs knows everything about the Civil War. Mr. Webb's a good mind to give up Napoleon and move over to the Civil War. Only Doc Gibbs, being one of the greatest experts in the country, just makes him despair.
It's a fact. Dr. Gibbs is never so happy as when he's at Teedham or Gettysburg. The amount of times I walked over those hills, Myrtle, stopping at every bush and pacing it all out like we were going to buy it.
Well, if that second-hand man's real serious about buying it, Julia, you sell it. Then you'll get to see Paris, all right? Just keep dropping hints from time to time. That's how I got to see the Atlantic Ocean, you know.
Oh, I'm sorry I mentioned it. Only it seems to me that once in your life before you die, you ought to see a country where they don't speak English and they don't even want to.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you very much. Now we're going to skip a few hours, but before we do, we want a little more information about the town, kind of a scientific account, you might say. So I've asked Professor Willard of our state university to come sketch in a few details of our past history here. Is Professor Willard here? May I present Professor Willard of our state university? A few brief notes. Thank you, Professor. Unfortunately, our time is limited.
Yes. Let me see. Grover's Corners lies on the old Pleistocene granite of the Appalachian Range. I must say, it's some of the oldest land in the world. We're very proud of that. A shelf of Devonian basalt crosses with vestiges of Mesozoic shale and some sandstone outcroppings, but that's all more recent, to 300 million years ago. I must say, some highly interesting fossils, dare I say unique fossils, have been found only 2 miles out at Silas Peckham's cow pasture. They can be seen at the museum in our university at any hour. Well, that is, any reasonable hour. Shall I read some of Professor Gruber's notes on the meteorological situation of the area? That would be mean precipitation, etc.
Afraid we won't have time for that, Professor, but we might have a few words on the history of man here.
Oh yes, anthropological data. Earlier Armenian stock, Cotahuasi tribes, no evidence before the 10th century of this era. Now entirely disappeared, but possible traces in 3 families. Migration towards the end of the 17th century of English brachiocephalic blue-eyed stock, for the most part. Since then, there have been some Slav
and the population, Professor Willard?
Within the town limits, 2,640.
Just a moment, Professor.
Oh, yes. The population at the moment is 2,642. The postal district brings an additional 507, bringing us to a total of, what would that be, 3,149. Birth and death rates constant by McPherson's gauge, 6.032.
Thank you very much, Professor. We're very much obliged to you, I'm sure.
Oh, not at all, sir, not at all.
Thank you, Professor. This way. Now the political and social report. Editor Webb. Is Mr. Webb here?
He'll be here in a minute. He just cut his hand while he was eating an apple.
I see. Thank you, Mrs. Webb.
Charles, everybody's waiting.
Mr. Webb's the editor and publisher of our local paper, the Grover's Corner Sentinel.
Well, I don't have to tell you that we're run here by a board of selectmen. All males vote at age 21. Women vote indirect. We're lower middle class, sprinkling of professional men, 10% illiterate laborers. Politically, we're 86% Republicans, 6% Democrats, 4% socialists, rest indifferent. Religiously, we're 85% Protestants, 12% Catholics, rest indifferent.
Have any comments, Mr. Webb?
Very ordinary town, if you ask me. A little more well-behaved than most. Probably a lot duller. But our young people seem to like it here well enough. 90% of them graduating high school settled down right here to live, even when they've been away to college.
Now, is there anyone in the audience who'd like to ask Mr. Webb some questions about the town?
Is there much drinking in Grover's Corners?
Well, ma'am, I wouldn't know what you call much. Saturday night, the farmhands meet at Ellery Greenhouse Stable and haul us some, and we've got 1 or 2 town drunks. But I wouldn't say liquor's a regular thing in the home here, except in the medicine chest. Right good for snake bites, you know? Always was.
Is there no one in the town?
Come forward, will you? We can all hear what you're saying.
Is there no one in the town aware of social injustice and industrial inequality?
Oh, yes. Everybody is. Something terrible. Seems like they spend most of their time talking about who's rich and who's poor.
So what do they plan to do about it?
Well, I don't know. I guess we're all hunting like everybody else for a way the diligent and sensible can rise to the top and the lazy and quarrelsome can sink to the bottom. But it ain't easy to find. Meanwhile, we do the best we can to help those who can't help themselves, and those who can, we leave alone. Are there any other questions?
Mr. Webb, is there any culture or love of beauty in Grover's Corners?
Well, ma'am, there ain't much. At least not in the sense you mean. Come to think of it, there's some girls that play the piano at high school commencement, but they ain't happy about it. No, ma'am, there isn't much culture here, but maybe this is the place to tell you that we have a lot of pleasures of a kind here. We like the sun coming up over the mountain in the morning, and we all notice a great deal about the birds. We pay a lot of attention to them, and we watch the change of the seasons. Yes, everybody knows about them. But those other things, well, ma'am, you're right. There ain't much. Robinson Crusoe and the Bible, and Handel's Largo, we all know that, and Whistler's Mother. That's just about as far as we go.
So I thought. Thank you, Mr. Webb.
Thank you, Mr. Webb. This way. Now we'll get back to the town. It's early afternoon. All 2,642 have had their dinners, and all the dishes have been washed. There's an early afternoon calm in our town, a humming and a buzzing from the school buildings. A few buggies on Main Street, horses dozing at the hitching posts. You all know how it was. Doc Gibbs is in his office, tapping people on the throat and making them say ah. Mr. Webb there is cutting his lawn. 1 man in 10 thinks it's a privilege to push his own lawnmower. No, sir, it's later than I thought. They're the children, home from school already.
Oh, I can't, Lois. I've got to go home and help my mother. I promised.
Emily, walk simply. Who do you think you are today?
Papa, you're terrible. 1 minute you tell me to stand up straight, and the next you call me names. I just don't listen to you.
Golly, I never got a kiss from such a great lady before.
Oh, awfully sorry, Mrs. Forrest. I'm sorry, Mrs. Forrest.
Hello.
You made a fine speech in class today.
Well, I was really ready to make it about the Monroe Doctrine, but at the last minute, Mrs. Corcoran made me talk about the Louisiana Purchase instead. I worked an awful long time on both of them.
Gee, it's funny, Emily. From my window up there, I can just see ahead at nights when you're doing your homework over in your room.
Why, can you?
Yeah, you certainly do stick to it. I don't see how you can sit still that long. It seems you like school.
Well, I always feel it's something you have to go through. I don't mind it, really. It passes time.
Well, what do you say, Emily, we work out a sort of telegraph from your window to mine, and every once in a while you could give me a sort of hint or two about one of those algebra problems. Oh, I don't mean the answers, Emily. Of course not. Just a sort of hint.
Well, I think hints are allowed, so, if you get stuck, George, you just whistle to me, and I'll give you some hints.
You're just naturally bad, I guess.
I figure it's just the way a person's born.
Yeah. But you see, I want to be a farmer. And my Uncle Luke says that whenever I'm ready, I can come and work on his farm, if I'm any good, I can just gradually have it.
You mean the house and everything?
Yeah. Well, thanks for the talk, Emily. I should get off to the baseball field. Good afternoon, Mother Webb.
Afternoon, George.
So long, Emily.
So long, George.
Emily, come and help me string these beans for the winter. George, he has let himself have a real conversation, didn't he? Why, George is growing up. How old would he be now?
I don't know.
Let's see. He must be almost 16.
Mama, I made a speech in class today, and it was very good.
You must recite it to your father at supper. What was it about?
The Louisiana Purchase. It was like silk off a spool. I'm gonna make speeches my whole life. Mama, are these big enough?
Try and get him a little bigger if you can.
Mama, will you answer me a question? Serious?
Seriously, dear, not serious.
Seriously. Will you?
Of course I will.
Mama, am I good looking?
Well, of course you are. All my children have good features. I'd be ashamed if they hadn't.
Mama, that's not what I mean. What I mean is, am I pretty?
I already told you yes. You have a nice, young, pretty face. I've never heard of such foolishness.
Mama, you never tell the truth about anything.
I am telling the truth.
Mama, were you pretty?
Oh, I was, if I do say it. I was the prettiest girl in town, next to Mamie Cartwright.
But Mama, you've got to say something about me. Am I pretty enough to get anybody? To get people interested in me?
Now, you make me tired. You're pretty enough for all normal purposes. Now, come along and bring that bowl with you.
Mama, you're no help at all.
Thank you, Mrs. Webb. Thank you, Emily. Now, we'll have to interrupt here again. We want to explore a little more about this town. I suppose this is as good a time as any to let you all know that the Cartwright interests have just begun building a new bank in Grover's Corners. I had to go to Vermont for the marble, sorry to say. I've asked a friend of mine what they should put in the cornerstone for people to dig up 1,000 years from now. We've put in a copy of the New York Times and a copy of Mr. Webb's Sentinel. We're awfully interested in this because some scientific fellows have found a way of painting all that reading matter with a glue. A silicate glue that'll make it keep for 1,000, 2,000 years. We put in the Bible and the Constitution of the United States and a copy of William Shakespeare's plays. What do you say, folks? What do you think? You know, Babylon once had 2 million people in it, and all we know are the names of the kings, and some copies of wheat contracts, and some copies for the sale of slaves. Yet every night, all those families sat down to supper, and the fathers came home from the work, and the smoke went up the chimney, same as here, and even in Greece and Rome. All we know about the real life of the people are what we can piece together out of the joking poems and the comedies they wrote for the theater back then. So I've decided to put a copy of this play in the cornerstone for people to dig up 1,000 years from now. That way people 1,000 years from now will know a few simple facts about us, more than the Treaty of Versailles and the Lindenberg Flight. They'll know this is the way we were in the provinces north of New York at the beginning of the 20th century. This is the way we were in our growing up, in our marrying, in our living, and our dying. Well, a good deal of time's gone by. You can hear the choir practice going on in the Congregational Church. Children at home doing their schoolwork. Days running down like a tired clock.
Now look here, everyone. Remember, music comes into the world to give pleasure. Now again. Blessed be the tie that softer. Our hearts increase. Softer. Love the fair. Softer! Get it out of your heads that music's only good when it's loud. You leave that to the Methodists. You couldn't beat them even if you wanted to. Now again. Tenors.
Emily.
Hello.
Hello.
I can't work at all. That's so terrible.
Emily, did you get the third problem?
Which?
The third.
Why, yes, George. That's the easiest of them all.
I just don't get it. Can you give me a hint, Emily?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Yards.
In yards. How do you mean?
In square yards?
Oh, in square yards.
Yes, George. Don't you see?
Yeah.
In square yards of wallpaper.
Oh, square yards of wallpaper. I see. Thanks a lot, Emily.
You're welcome. My, isn't the moonlight terrible? Some choir practice going on. I think if you hold your breath, you can hear the train all the way to Contoocook.
What do you know?
Well, I better get back and try and work.
Good night, Emily.
Good night, George.
The sympathizing tear. Now, before I forget, who's going to be able to manage it to go next Tuesday to Fred Hersey's wedding? Show of hands, please. Good. Perfect, that'll be quite nice. We'll do the same music we did for Jane Trowbridge's last month. Now we'll do Art Thou Weary, Art Thou Languid? It's a question, ladies and gentlemen. Make it talk.
Oh, George, can you come down a minute?
Yes, Bob.
Make yourself comfortable, George. I'll only keep you a minute. George, how old are you?
I'm 16, almost 17.
And what do you want to do after school is over?
Why, you know, Pa, I want to be a farmer on Uncle Luke's farm.
You'll be willing, will you? To get up early and milk and feed the stock? You'll be able to hoe and hay all day?
Of course. What do you mean?
Well, George, while I was in my office today, I heard a funny sound. And what do you think it was? It was your mother, chopping wood. There you see your mother, getting up early, cooking meals all day long, washing and ironing, and still she has to go out in the backyard and chop wood. I suppose she just got tired of asking you and decided it was easier to do it herself. And you go off and play baseball. Like she's some hired girl we keep around the house. But that we don't like very much. Well, I knew all I had to do was call your attention to it. Here's a handkerchief, son. George, I've decided to raise your spending money 25 cents a week. Not, of course, for you chopping wood for your mother, because that's sort of a present that you give to her, but because you're getting older. And I imagine there are lots of things you must find to do with it.
Thanks, Pa.
Let's see, tomorrow's your payday. You could count on it, Probably Rebecca will feel she ought to have more too. Where's your mother? Choir practice was never as late as this before.
It's only 8:30, Pa.
I don't know why she's in the old choir. She hasn't any more voice than an old crow, traipsing around the streets at this hour of night. Just about time you retired, don't you think?
Yes, Pa.
I'll tell Mr. Webb. I know he'll want to put it in the paper.
My, it's late. Real nice choir practice, wasn't it? Myrtle Webb, look at that moon, will you? Potato weather for sure.
Naturally, I didn't want to say a word about it in front of those others. But now that we're alone, really, it's the worst scandal that was ever in this town.
What?
Simon Stimson!
Now, Luella.
But Julia, to have the organist of a church drink and drunk year after year. You know he was drunk tonight.
Now, Luella. We all know about Mr. Stimson and the troubles he's gone through. And Dr. Ferguson knows too. And if Dr. Ferguson keeps him in his job, the only thing the rest of us can do is just not to notice it.
Not to notice it, it's getting worse.
No, it isn't, Luella. It's getting better. I have been in that choir twice as long as you have, and it doesn't happen anywhere near so as often. Oh, I do hate to go to bed on a night like this. Oh, I better hurry. Those children will be sitting up till all hours. Good night, Luella. Night, Julia.
Can you get home safe, Luella?
It's as bright as day. I can see Mr. Soames scowling from the window now. You think we've been to a dance the way the menfolk carry on? Well, good night.
Well, we had a real good time.
You're late enough.
Why, Frank, it ain't any later than usual.
And you stopping at the corner to gossip with a lot of hens?
Frank, don't be grouchy. Come out and smell the heliotrope in the moonlight. Isn't that wonderful? What'd you do all that time I was away?
Oh, I read, as usual. What were the girls gossiping about tonight?
Well, believe me, Frank, there is something to gossip about.
Simon Stimson, far gone, was he?
Worst I've ever seen him. How will that end, Frank? Dr. Ferguson can't forgive him forever.
I suppose I know more about Simon Stimson's affairs than anybody in this town. Some people ain't made for small town life. And I don't know how that'll end, but there's nothing we can do. We'll just leave it alone. Come, get in.
No, not yet. Frank, I'm worried about you.
What are you worried about?
I think it's my duty to make sure you get a real rest and change. And if I get that legacy, well, I'm going to insist on it.
Now, Julia, there's no sense in going over this again.
Oh, Frank, you're just unreasonable.
Come on, Julia. It's getting late. First thing you know, you'll catch a cold. I gave George a piece of my mind tonight. I reckon you'll have your wood shop for a while anyway. No, start getting upstairs.
Dear, there's always something to pick up around here, feels like. You know, Frank, Mrs. Fairchild always locks her front door every night. All those people up that part of town do.
They're all getting cityfied. That's the trouble with them. They haven't got anything fit to burgle. And everybody knows it.
Oh, get out, Rebecca. Use your own window.
Let me just look a minute.
Use your own window.
I did, but there's no moon there. George, you know what I think, do you? I think the moon's getting nearer and nearer, and there'll be a big explosion.
Oh, Rebecca, you don't know anything. If the moon really were getting nearer, the men who sit up all night with their telescopes would be the first to know, and they'd tell about it, and be all over the newspapers.
George, is the moon really shining on South America, Canada, and half the whole world?
Well, probably is.
9:30. Most everybody's asleep in Grover's Corners. No, there's Constable Warren trying a few doors on Main Street. And here comes Editor Webb after putting his newspaper to bed.
Good evening, Bella.
Evening, Mr. Webb.
Quite a moon.
Yep.
All quiet tonight?
Simon Stimson's rolling around a little bit. Just saw his wife moving out to go hunt for him. So I thought I'd look the other way. There he is now.
Good evening, Simon. Town seems to have settled down for the night pretty well. Good evening. Yes, most of the town settled down for the night, Simon. I guess we'd better do the same. Could I walk along the ways with you? Good night.
I don't know when this is going to end, Mr. Webb.
Well, he's seen a peck of trouble, one thing after another. Oh, Bella, you catch my boy smoking any cigarettes, you just give him a word, will you? He thinks a lot of you, Bella.
Don't think he smokes those cigarettes, Mr. Webb. Leastways, not 2 or 3 times a year.
Hope not. Well, good night, Bella.
Night, Mr. Webb.
Who's that up there? Is that you, Myrtle?
No, it's me, Papa.
Why aren't you in bed?
I don't know. I just can't sleep yet, Papa. The moonlight's so wonderful. And the smell of Mrs. Gibbs' heliotrope. Can you smell it?
Yes. Haven't any troubles on your mind, have you, Emily?
Troubles, Papa? No.
Well, enjoy yourself. But don't let your mother catch you. Good night, Emily.
Good night, Papa.
You know, I never told you about that letter Jane Crawford received from her minister when she was sick. Well, he wrote her a letter, and the address on it went like this. It said, Jane Crawford, Crawford Farms, Grover's Corners, Sutton County, New Hampshire, United States of America.
Well, what's funny about that?
Well, wait, it ain't finished yet. The United States of America, the continent of North America, the Western Hemisphere, the Earth, the solar system, the universe, the mind of God. That's what it said on the envelope.
What do you know?
And the postman delivered it just the same.
What do you know?
That's the end of the first act, friends. You can go and smoke now, those that smoke. This time, 3 years have gone by. Summer, 1904. Yes, 1,000 days have gone by. Summers and winters have cracked the mountains a little bit, and some rains have brought down some more of the dirt. Some babies that weren't even born before have already begun talking regular sentences. A number of people who thought they were right young and spry have found that they can't seem to bound up a flight of stairs like they used to, without their heart fluttering a little. Yes, all that can happen in 1,000 days. Nature's been pushing and contriving in other ways, too. A number of young people fell in love and got married. Yes, the mountain got a bit farther away a few fractions of an inch, and millions of gallons of water went by the mill. And here and there a new home was set up under a roof. Most everybody in the world gets married, you know what I mean? In our town, there aren't hardly any exceptions. Most everybody climbs into their graves married. First act was called A Daily Life. This act is called Love and Marriage. There's another act coming after this. I reckon you can guess what that's about. So, it's summer, 1904. It's July 7th, just after high school commencement. That's the time most very young people jump up and get married. Soon as they've passed their final examinations in solid geometry and Cicero's orations, they suddenly feel themselves fit to be married. It's early morning. Only this time, it's been raining. It's been pouring and thundering. Mrs. Gibbs' garden and Mrs. Webb's here, drenched. All those bean poles and pea vines, drenched. All yesterday on Main Street looked like curtains being blown along. Might begin again any minute. You can hear the 5:45 for Boston. Here comes Mrs. Webb and Mrs. Gibbs coming downstairs to make breakfast, as though it were an ordinary day. I don't have to point out to the women in the audience that those ladies they see before them, both of those ladies cooked 3 meals a day, one of them for 20 years, the other for 40. And no summer vacations. They each brought up 2 children apiece, washed, cleaned, ironed, and never a nervous breakdown. It's like what one of those Middle West poets said, you've got to have life to love life, and you've got to love life to have life. It's what they call a vicious circle.
Get out, Bessie!
Here comes Howie Newsom delivering the milk. And here comes Cy Crowell delivering the paper like his brother before him.
Morning, Howie.
Morning, Si. Anything in the paper I should know about?
Nothing much, except that we're losing just about the best baseball pitcher Grover's Corner's ever had, George Gibbs.
Reckon he is.
He could hit and run bases, too.
Mighty fine ball player.
I just don't see how one could give up something like that just to get married, would you?
Well, I wouldn't rightly know. I didn't have much talent in that way. Oh, good morning, Belle. You're up awful early.
Seeing if there's anything I could do to prevent a flood. River's been rising all night.
Well, it'll make you feel any better. Cy Crowell here's a little worked up about George Gibbs retiring from baseball.
Yes, sir, that's the way things go. Back in the 84, see, we had a player. Not even George Gibbs can touch him. Nathan's Todd. Went down to the Marine and became a cost. Wonderful ball player. Howie, how does the weather look to you?
Oh, well, I think it might clear up for good.
Good morning, Howie.
Morning, Miss Gibbs.
Do you think it's going to rain again?
Oh, well, I think it rained so much that actually it might clear up for good.
Certainly hope it will.
Now, how much are you going to be needing?
I'm going to have a house full of relations, Howie. Looks to me like I'll need 3 of milk and 2 of cream.
Yes, ma'am. And my husband and I wanted to let you know that we hope that they'll be so happy together, Miss Gibbs. No, they will.
Thanks a lot, Howie. And tell your husband I hope he's able to be there at the wedding.
Oh, he'll be there if he can. He'll be there if he can. Oh, morning, Miss Webb.
Morning, Miss Newsom. Is it going to start raining again?
Well, I was just telling Miss Gibbs how I think that it'll probably clear up for good. Now, how much would you be needing again?
Well, I told you 4. Could you spare me another, please?
Of course, ma'am.
Thanks.
And, Mr. Newsom and I just wanted to tell you that we know that they'll be so happy together. No, they will.
Thank you, and thank Mr. Newsom, too. We count on seeing you at the wedding.
Oh, we wouldn't miss it, Miss Newsom. Whoa, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. We wouldn't miss it, Miss Webb.
Well, Ma, the day has come. Here's one of your chicks.
Don't you say another word, Frank Gibbs. Feel like crying every minute. Sit
groom-
down and drink your coffee.
The groom's up shaving himself. Only there ain't an awful lot to shave. Whistling and singing like he's glad to leave us. Every now and then he says, "I do," to the mirror, but it don't sound convincing to me.
I declare, Frank, I don't know how he'll get along. I mean, I've arranged his clothes and seen to it that he's put warm things on. Frank, they're too young. Emily won't think of such things. He'll catch his death of a cold within a week.
I was remembering my wedding morning, Julia.
Don't you start that, Frank Gibbs.
I was the scaredest young fellow in the state of New Hampshire. I thought I'd make a mistake for sure. And when I saw you coming down that aisle, I thought you were the prettiest girl I'd ever seen. But the only trouble was that I'd never seen you before. There I was, in the Congregational Church, marrying a total stranger.
And how do you think I felt? Frank, weddings are perfectly awful things. Farces, that's what they are. Here, I made something for you.
Why, Julia Hersey. French toast.
Well, it ain't hard to make, and I had to do something.
How'd you sleep last night, Julia?
I heard a lot of the hours struck off.
Yes. I get a shock every time I think of George setting out to be a family man. That great gangling thing. I tell you, Julia, there's nothing so terrifying in the world as a son. The relation between father and son is the darndest, awkwardest.
Well, mother and daughter's no picnic, let me tell you.
They'll have a lot of troubles, I suppose, but that's none of our business. Everybody has a right to their own troubles.
Yes, people are meant to go through life 2 by 2. It ain't natural to be lonesome.
Julia, you know one of the things I was scared of when marrying you?
Oh, go along with you.
I was afraid we wouldn't have material for conversation more than lasts us a few weeks. I was afraid we'd run out and eat our meals in silence, that's a fact. Well, you and I have been conversing for 20 years now without any noticeable barren spells.
Well, good weather, bad weather. It ain't very choice, but I always find something to say. Did you hear Rebecca stirring around upstairs?
No, only day of the year Rebecca hasn't been managing everybody's business up there. She's hiding in her room. I got the impression she's crying.
Lord's sakes, this has got to stop. Rebecca! Rebecca, come and get your breakfast.
Morning, everybody. Only 5 hours left to live.
George Gibbs, where are you going?
Just stepping across the grass to see my girl.
Now, George, you put on your overshoes. It's raining torrents.
No, Ma, just a step.
George, you'll catch your death of a cold and cough all through the service.
George, do as your mother tells you.
Yeah.
From tomorrow on, you can kill yourself in all weathers, but when you're under my roof, you'll live wisely, thank you. Mrs. Webb probably isn't used to callers at 7 in the morning. Here, take a cup of coffee first.
I'll be just a minute, Ma. Morning, Mother Webb.
Goodness, George, you frightened me. Well, you come in for a minute out of the wet, but you know I can't ask you in.
Why not?
George, you know as well as I do, the groom can't see his bride on his wedding day, at least not till he sees her in church.
That's just a superstition. Morning, Mr. Webb.
Good morning, George.
Mr. Webb, you don't believe in superstitions like that, do you?
There's a lot of common sense in superstitions, George.
Millions have followed it. You don't want to be the first to fly in the face of custom.
How is Emily?
Well, she hasn't waked up yet. I haven't heard a sound out of her.
Emily's asleep?
No wonder. We're up to all hours sewing and packing. Okay, I'll tell you what I'll do. You can sit down here and have this cup of coffee with Mr. Webb, and I'll go upstairs and make sure she doesn't come down and surprise you. There's some bacon too, but don't be long about it.
Well, George, how are you?
Fine, I'm fine, Mr. Webb, thank you. Mr. Webb, what sense could there be in a superstition like that?
Well, you see, on our wedding morning, a girl's head's apt to be full of clothes and one thing and another. Don't you think that's probably it?
Yes, I never thought of that.
Girls apt to be a mite nervous on her wedding day.
I wish a man could get married with all that marching up and down.
Every man that's ever lived has felt that way about it, George. But it hasn't been any use. It's the women folk that have built up weddings, my boy. For a while now they've had it their own. A man looks pretty small at a wedding, George. All those good women standing shoulder to shoulder, making sure the knot's tied in a mighty public way.
But you do believe in it, don't you, Mr. Webb?
Yes. Oh, yes. Now don't misunderstand me, my boy. Marriage is a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing. And don't you forget that, George.
I won't. Mr. Webb, how old were you when you got married?
Well, you see, I'd been away to college and I'd taken some time to get settled, but Mrs. Webb, she wasn't much older than what Emily is now. Oh, age hasn't much to do with it, George. Not compared with, other things.
What were we going to say, Mr. Webb?
Oh, I don't know. Was I going to say something? George, I was thinking the other night of some advice my father gave me when I got married. Charles, he said, Charles, start out early showing who's boss. Best thing to do is to give an order, even if it don't make any sense, just so she'll learn to obey. And he said, if anything about your wife irritates you, her conversation or anything, you just get up and leave the house. That'll make it clear to her. And, oh yes, he said, never let your wife know how much money you have. Never.
Oh, Mr. Webb, I don't think I could.
So I took the opposite of my father's advice, and I've been happy ever since. And let that be a lesson to you, George. Never to ask advice on personal matters. George, are you going to raise chickens on your farm?
What?
Are you going to raise chickens on your farm?
Oh, well, Uncle Luke's never been too interested, but I
came
thought
into my office the other day on the philo system of raising chickens. I want you to read it. I'm thinking of starting in a small way myself, and I'm going to put an incubator in the cellar.
Talking about that old incubator again? And I thought you'd be talking about things worthwhile.
Well, Myrtle, if you want to give the boys some good advice, I'll go upstairs and leave you with them.
Now, George, Emily's got to come downstairs and have her breakfast. She sends her love, but she doesn't want to lay eyes on you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, Myrtle. I guess you haven't heard about that oldest superstition.
What do you mean, Charles?
Since the cavemen, no bridegroom is to see his father-in-law on the day of the wedding, or near it. Now remember that.
Thank you, Mr. Webb. Thank you, Mrs. Webb. Now, I want to know how all this began. This plan to spend a lifetime together. I'm awfully interested in how big things like this begin. You know how it is. You're 21, 22, you make some decisions, and whoosh! You've been a lawyer for 50 years, and that white-haired lady at your side has eaten over 50,000 meals with you. How do such things like that begin? George and Emily are going to show you the conversation they had when they first knew that, as the saying goes, they were meant for one another. But before they do, I want you to try to remember what it's like to have been very young, and particularly the days when you were first in love. When you were quite like a person sleepwalking. You didn't quite see the street you were in, and you didn't quite hear everything that was said to you. You're just a little bit crazy. Remember that, please? They'll be coming out of school at 3 o'clock. George has just been elected president of the junior class, and as it's June, that means he'll be president all of next year. Emily has just been elected secretary and treasurer. I don't have to tell you how important that is.
Can't, Lois. I've got to go home. Goodbye. Oh, Ernestine, can you come over tonight and do Latin? Isn't that sister just the worst? Well, tell your mother you have to. Goodbye. Goodbye, Helen. Goodbye, Fred.
I can carry your books home for you, Emily.
Wyatt, thank you. It isn't far.
Goodbye, Lizzie. I'm awfully glad you got elected too, Emily.
Thank you.
Emily, why are you mad at me?
I'm not mad at you.
You've been treating me so funny lately.
Well, since you asked me, I might as well say it outright, George. Goodbye, Mrs. Corcoran.
Goodbye, Miss Corcoran. What is it?
I don't like the whole change that's come over you in the last year. And I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings, but I've got to tell the truth and shame the devil.
A change? How do you mean?
Well, up to a year ago, I used to like you a lot, and I used to watch you as you did everything, because we've been friends for so long. And then you began spending all your time at baseball, and you never stopped to speak to anyone anymore. Not even your own family you didn't. And George, it's a fact, you've gotten awful stuck up and conceited, and all the girls say so. They may not say it to your face, but that's what they say about you behind your back. And it hurts me to hear them say it, but I've got to agree with them a little. And I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings, but I can't be sorry I said it.
No, I'm glad you said it, Emily. I didn't realize such a thing was happening to me. I guess it's hard for a fella not to have some faults creep into his character.
I always expect a man to be perfect, and I think he ought to be.
Well, I don't think it's possible to be perfect, Emily.
Well, my father is. And as far as I can see, your father is. There's no reason on earth why you shouldn't be too.
I think it's the other way around, that men aren't naturally good, but girls are.
Well, you might as well know right now that I'm not perfect. It's not as easy for a girl to be as perfect as a man, because we girls are more nervous. I'm sorry I said all those things about you. I don't know what made me say it.
Oh, Emily.
I can now see it's not the truth at all, and I feel it doesn't matter anyway.
Emily, would you like to grab an ice cream soda or something before you go home?
Why, thank you. I would.
Hello, George. Hello, Emily. What do you have? Why, Emily Webb. What you been crying about?
She just got an awful scare, Mr. Morgan. She almost got run over by that hardware store wagon. Everyone says that Tom Huggins drives like a crazy man.
Will you take a drink of water now, Emily? You look all shook up, I tell you. Now, what do you have?
I'll have a strawberry phosphate. Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
No, you have an ice cream soda with me. 2 strawberry ice cream sodas, Mr. Morgan.
2 strawberry ice cream sodas. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, there are 125 horses in Grover's Corners this minute I'm speaking to you. State Inspector was in here yesterday. Now they're bringing in those automobiles. Best thing to do is just stay home. Well, I remember when a dog could go to sleep in the middle of Main Street and nothing come along to disturb him. Here they are. Enjoy them. Yes, Mrs. Ellis, what can I do for you?
They're so expensive.
Oh, no, don't you think of that, Emily. We're celebrating our election. And you know what else I'm celebrating?
No.
I'm celebrating because I've got a friend who tells me all the things that ought to be told me.
George, please don't think of that. I don't know why I said it. It's not true.
No, you stick to it, Emily. I'm glad you spoke to me like you did, but you'll see. I'm going to change so quick. You bet I'm going to change. And, Emily, I'd like to ask you a favor.
What?
Emily, if I do go away to State Agriculture College next year, would you send me a letter every once in a while?
I certainly will, George. I certainly will. It certainly seems like being away for 3 years, you get out of touch with things. Grover's Corners isn't a very important place when you think of all of New Hampshire. But I think it's a very nice town.
The day wouldn't come when I wouldn't want to know everything that happened around here. I know that's true, Emily.
Well, I'll try to make my letters interesting.
You know, Emily, whenever I meet a farmer, I ask him if he thinks it's important to go to agriculture school to be a good farmer. And some of them even say it's a waste of time, and you can get all those things anyways in the pamphlets that the government sends out. And Uncle Luke's getting old. He's about ready for me to start and taking over his farm tomorrow, if I could.
My!
And like you say, being gone all that time and in other places and meeting new people. Gosh, if anything like that can happen, I don't want to go away. I guess new people aren't any better than the old ones. I'll bet they almost never are. And Emily, I feel that you're as good of a friend as I've got, and I don't need to meet the new people in other places.
But George, maybe it's important for you to go and learn all that about cattle judging and soils. Of course I don't know.
I'll make up my mind right now. I won't go. I'll tell Pa about it tonight.
George, I don't see why you have to decide right this second. It's a whole year away.
No, Emily, I'm glad you spoke to me about that fault in my character. What she said was right, but there was one thing wrong with it, and that was when you said that I wasn't noticing people, and you, for instance. Why, you said you were watching me and everything I did. Well, I was doing the same about you all the time. Why, sure. I always thought about you as one of the chief people I thought about. And I always made sure of where you were sitting in the bleachers and who you were with. And, well, for the last few days, I've been trying to walk home with you, but something's always gotten in the way. Why, just yesterday, I was standing up against the wall, waiting for you to come out, but you walked home with Miss Corcoran.
George, that's awful funny. How could I have known that? Why, I thought
Listen, Emily, I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to agriculture school. I think that once you found someone you're very fond of, I mean, someone who's fond of you too and likes you well enough to be interested in your character, well, I think that's just as important as college is. And even more so. That's what I think.
I think that's very important too.
Emily?
Yes, George?
I do improve and make a big change, would you be? I mean, could you be?
I am now. I always have been.
Well, I guess this has been an important talk we've been having just now, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
Wait just a minute, I'll walk you home. Mr. Morgan, I'm gonna have to go home to get the money to pay you for this.
Why, George Gibbs, do you mean to tell me that...
Yes, but I have my reasons, Mr. Morgan. Here's my gold watch to keep until I come back with the money.
That's okay, George. Keep your watch. I'll trust you.
I'll be 5 minutes.
I'll trust you 10 years, George. Not a day over. Got over your shock, Emily?
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Morgan. It was nothing.
I'm ready.
Well, now we're ready to get on with the wedding. There's a lot of things to be said about a wedding. There's a lot of thoughts that go on during a wedding. We can't get them all into one wedding, and especially not into a wedding at Grover's Corners. We're awfully plain and short. In this wedding, I play the minister. That gives me the right to say a few more things about it. For a while now, the play gets pretty serious. You see, some churches say that marriage is a sacrament. I don't quite know what that means, but I can guess. It's like Mrs. Gibbs said a few minutes ago. People are made to live 2 by 2. This is a good wedding. But even at a good wedding, people are so put together that there's often a lot of confusion way down deep in people's minds. And we thought that ought to be in our play too. Real hero of the scene isn't on stage at all. Now you know who that is. It's like what one of those European fellows said. Every child born into the world is nature's attempt to make a perfect human being. Well, we've seen nature pushing, contriving for some time now. We all know that nature's interested in quantity, but I think she's interested in quality too. That's why I'm in the ministry. And don't forget the other ancestors at this wedding. The witnesses at this wedding, the ancestors. Millions of them. Most of them set out to live 2 by 2 as well. Millions of them. Well, that's my sermon. It wasn't very long anyway.
Crying? Suppose there's nothing to cry about. It just came over me at breakfast this morning. There was Emily, eating her breakfast, as she's done for 17 years. And now she's off to eat in somebody else's house. Oh, that's it, I suppose. Oh, and Emily. She suddenly said I can't eat another mouthful, and then she put her head down on the table and she cried. You know, I've just got to say it. There's something downright cruel about sending our girls out into marriage this way. I hope some of her girlfriends have told her a thing or two. It's cruel. I know, I couldn't bring myself to say anything about it. I went into it blind as a bat myself. The whole world's wrong. That's what's the matter. Oh, here they come.
George! George! Oh, yo! Look at you! Oh, dolled up. I know exactly what you're thinking, and don't disgrace the team, big boy.
All right, that'll do. That's enough of that. There used to be an awful lot of that kind of thing at weddings in the old days, Roman later. We're civilized now, so they say.
George! George, what's the matter?
Oh, Ma, I don't want a cold. Why is everyone pushing me so?
Why, George, you wanted it.
No, listen, Ma.
No, George, you're a man now.
Listen to me, Ma. For the last time I ask you, all I want to do is be a fella.
George! If anybody should hear you, now stop. Why, I'm ashamed of you.
What? Ma, where's Emily?
George, you gave me such a turn.
Oh, Cheer up, Ma. I'm getting married.
Oh, let me catch my breath a minute.
Now, Ma, you save Thursday nights. Emily and I are coming over every Thursday night for dinner. You'll see. Oh, Ma, what are you crying for? We gotta get ready for this.
I never felt so alone in my whole life. And George over there looking so... I hate him. I wish I were dead. Papa.
Emily. Now don't get upset.
But Papa, I don't want to get married.
Shh, Emily, everything's all right.
Why can't I just stay for a while just as I am? But let's go away.
No, Emily, now stop and think a minute.
Don't you remember what you used to say all the time? You used to say all the time that I was your girl. There must be lots of places we can go to. I can cook. I can keep house for you.
Shh, you mustn't think such things. You're just nervous, Emily. George, will you come here a minute? Why, you're marrying the best young fellow in the world. George is a fine fellow.
But Papa...
I'm giving away my daughter, George. Do you think you can take care of her?
Oh, Mr. Webb, I want to. I want to try. Emily, I'm gonna do my best for you. I love you, Emily. I need you.
Well, if you love me, help me. All I want is for someone to love me.
Oh, I will, Emily. Emily, I'll try.
And I mean forever. Do you hear? Forever and ever.
Come, they're waiting. Now you know it'll be all right. Come.
Do you, George, take this woman, Emily, to be your wedded wife?
Perfectly lovely
Having
wedding.
a whole-
Loveliest wedding I
It's like
ever
this
saw.
and
Oh, I do
for better
love a
for
good
worse.
wedding, don't you? Doesn't she make a lovely bride?
As long as you both shall live? I do. And do you, Emily, take this
Oh,
man,
I've
George,
never been to such
to
a
your
nice
wedded
wedding.
husband,
But I
to have in
always
the home,
cry. I don't know
in
what
sickness
it
and in
is, but I
health,
always cry.
for
Oh,
better
I
for
think
worse,
it's lovely.
so long as you both shall live?
I do.
The ring. I've married over 200 couples in my day. Do I believe in it? I don't know. And Mary Zen, millions of them. The cottage, the go-kart, the Sunday afternoon drives in the Ford, the first rheumatism, the grandchildren, second rheumatism, the deathbed, the reading of the will. Once in 1,000 times it's interesting. Well, let's have Mendelssohn's Wedding March.
Aren't they a lovely couple? Oh, I've never been to such a nice wedding, but I'm sure they'll be happy. That's what I always say. Happiness, that's the great thing. The important thing is to be happy.
That's the end of the second act, folks. 10 minutes intermission. Summer 1913. Gradual changes in Grover's Corners. Horses are getting rarer. Farmers are coming into town in Fords. Most everybody locks their town doors now at night. Ain't been any burglars, but everybody's heard about 'em. You'd be surprised, though, on the whole, not much changes around here. This is certainly an important part of Grover's Corners. It's up on a hilltop, a windy hilltop. Lots of sky, lots of clouds, often lots of sun and moon and stars. Come up here on a fine afternoon, you can see range on range of hills. Awful blue they are, up there by Lake Sunapee and Lake Winnipesaukee. If you've got a glass, you can see the White Mountains and Mount Washington, where North Conway and Conway is. And of course, our favorite mountain, Mount Monadnock's right there, and all these towns that lie around it: Jaffrey and East Jaffrey, Peterborough and Dublin, and of course, Grover's Corners, all the way down there. Yes, beautiful spot up here. Mountain laurel and lilacs. Often wonder why people like to be buried in Woodlawn in Brooklyn when they might pass the same time up here in New Hampshire. Over there, all the old stones, 1670 to 1680. Strong-minded people came a long way to be independent. Summer people come up here walking around the tombstones laughing at the funny names on them. They don't do any harm. And genealogists come up here from Boston, get paid by city folk for looking up their ancestors. Want to make sure they're daughters of the American Revolution and of the Mayflower. And don't do any harm either. Whenever you come near the human race, there's layers and layers of nonsense. Over there are the Civil War veterans, iron flags on their graves, New Hampshire boys. Had notion that the Union ought to be kept together, but they never seen more than 50 miles of it themselves. All they knew was a name, friends. The United States of America. The United States of America. And they went and died about it. And let me see. Here's the new part of the cemetery. Here's your friend, Mrs. Gibbs, and the organist at the church, Mr. Simpson, and Mrs. Soames, who enjoyed the wedding so, and a lot of others. There's Editor Webb's boy, Wallace, whose appendix burst while he was on a Boy Scout trip to Crawford Notch. Yes, an awful lot of sorrow has sort of quieted down up here. People just wild with grief have brought their relatives up here, and then sunny days and rainy days and snow. We're all glad they're in a beautiful place, and we're coming up here ourselves when our fit is over. Now there's something that we all know. We all know that something is eternal. It ain't houses, it ain't names. It ain't the earth, it ain't even the stars. We all know that something is eternal, that something has to do with human beings. You know as well as I do that the dead don't stay interested in us living people for very long. Gradually, they lose hold of the earth, and the ambitions they had, and the pleasures they had, and the things that they suffered, and the people that they loved. They get weaned away from the earth, that's the way I put it, weaned away. And they stay here, while the earth part of them burns away, burns out. They're waiting for something that they feel is coming, something great and important. Are they waiting for that eternal part of them to come out clear? Some of the things they're going to say might hurt your feelings. That's the way it is. Mother and daughter, husband and wife, enemy and enemy, money and miser, all those terribly important things kind of grow pale around here. What's left when your identity and your memory's gone, Mrs. Smith? Well, here are some living people. There's Joe Stoddard, our undertaker, supervising a new-made grave. Here comes a Grover's Corners girl, left town to go out west.
Good afternoon, Josephine.
Oh, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Let me see here. Do I know you?
I'm Sam Craig.
Oh, gracious sakes. I should have known you'd be here for the funeral. You've been gone a long time, Sam.
I've been away over 12 years. I'm in business down in Buffalo, Joe. But I was in the East when I got the news of my cousin's death. So I thought I'd combine things a little. Come see the old home. You look well.
Oh, yes, can't complain. Yes, it's a very sad journey we're taking today, Samantha.
Yes.
Yes, I always say I hate supervising when a young person is taken. They should be here any minute now. I had to come early. My son's supervising the home.
Old Farmer McCarthy. I used to do chores for her. After school. She had a lumbago.
We bought Farmer McCartney here a number of years ago now.
Why, this is my Aunt Julia. I forgot that she... Of course.
Doc Gibbs lost his wife about 2-3 years ago. About this time. Today's another pretty hard blow on him.
That's my sister Carrie's girl. Sam Craig.
I'm always uncomfortable when they're around.
Simon, do they pick their own verses, Joe?
No, not usually. The bereaved usually pick the verse.
Doesn't sound like my Aunt Julia. There aren't many of those Hershey sisters left now. Let's see. I want to look at my mother's and father's.
Oh, well, let me see here. They'd be... with the Craigs over by Avenue F.
He was the orchestra at church, wasn't he? Drunk a lot, we used to say.
Nobody was supposed to know. He'd seen a peck of trouble. took his own life, you know.
Oh, did he?
He strung himself up in the house's attic. They tried to cover it up, but of course it got around. He chose his own epitaph. You can see it there on the stone.
Why, it's just a bunch of music notes. What is it?
I wouldn't know. It was written up in the Boston paper at the time. Not much of a verse, is it?
Joe, what did she die of?
Who?
My cousin.
Oh, you don't know? She had some trouble bringing a baby into the world. 'Twas her second. She had a little boy, about 4 years old.
And her grave's gonna be over here?
Well, the Gibbs section is mighty filled up, so much so that we're opening up a whole new section over by Avenue B. Oh, you'll have to excuse me. I see them coming.
Who is it, Julia?
My daughter-in-law, Emily Webb.
I declare, the road up here must have been awful muddy. What did she die of?
In childbirth.
Childbirth? I'm forgetting all about that. My, wasn't life awful and wonderful?
Wonderful, was it?
Simon, now remember.
I remember Emily's wedding. Wasn't it a lovely wedding? I remember her reading the class poem at graduation exercises. Emily was the brightest girl ever graduated from high school. I heard Principal Wilkins say so time after time. I visited them at their new farm right before I died. Perfectly beautiful farm. It's right down the road from where we live.
Yep. Bright Smart Farm.
I would like that hymn. I was hoping they'd sing a hymn.
Hello.
Hello, Emily.
Hello, Miss Gibbs.
Hello, Mother Gibbs.
Emily.
Hello. It's raining.
Yes. They'll be gone soon, dear. Just rest yourself.
It seems thousands and thousands of years since Papa remembered that was my favorite hymn. I wish I'd been here a long time. I don't like being new here. How do you do, Mr. Stimson?
How do you do, Emily?
Mother Gibbs, George and I have made that farm into just the best place you ever saw. We thought of you all the time. We wanted to show you the new barn and a great long cement drinking fountain for the stock. We bought that out of the money you left us.
I did?
Don't you remember, Mother Gibbs? The legacy you left us, well, it was over $350.
Yes. Yes, Emily.
Well, there's a patent device so that it never overflows, Mother Gibbs, and it never sinks below a certain mark they have there. It's fine. It won't be the same to George without me. But it's a lovely farm. A lot of people don't understand, do they?
No, dear. Not very much.
They're sort of shut up in little boxes, aren't they? I feel as though I knew them last 1,000 years ago. My boy is spending the day at Mr. Carter's. Oh, Mrs. Carter, my little boy is spending the day at your house.
Is he?
Yes, he loves it there. Mother Gibbs, we have a Ford too. Never gives any trouble. I don't drive though. Mother Gibbs, when does this feeling go away? Of being one of them, how long will it last?
Shh, dear. Just wait and be patient.
I know. Look, they're leaving. They're going.
Shh.
Look. Mother Gibbs is bringing some of my flowers over to you. He looks just like George, doesn't he? Mother Gibbs, I never realized how troubled and in the dark live persons are. Look at him. I loved him so. From morning till night, that's all they are. Troubled.
It's a little colder than it was.
Yes, rain's cooled it off a little. These northeast winds are always the same, aren't they? If it isn't a rain, it's a 3-day blow.
But Mother Gibbs, one can go back. One can go back there into the living again. I feel it. I know it. Why, just for a moment, I was thinking about the farm, and for a moment, I was there. My baby was on my lap plain as day.
Yes, of course you can.
I can go back there and live all those days over again. Why not?
All I can say is, Emily, don't.
But it's true, isn't it? I can go back there and live again?
Yes, some have tried, but they soon come back here.
Don't do it, Emily.
It's not what you think it'd be.
But I won't live over a sad day. I'll choose a happy one. I'll choose the day I first knew I loved George. Why should that be sad?
You not only live it, but you watch yourself live in it. And you know the things that they down there never know. You see the future. You know what's going to happen afterwards.
But is that painful? Why?
It's not the only reason why you shouldn't do it, Emily. When you've been here longer, you'll see that our life here is to forget about all that and look to what's ahead and be ready for what's ahead. When you've been here longer, you'll understand.
But Mother Gibbs, how could I ever forget that life? It's all I know. It's all I had.
Emily, it isn't wise. Really, it isn't.
But it's a thing I must know for myself. I'll choose a happy day anyway.
No. Choose an unimportant day at least. The least important day of your life. It'll be important enough.
Then it can't be since I was married. And it can't be since the baby was born. I can choose a birthday, can't I? I choose my 12th birthday.
All right, February 11th, 1899, a Tuesday. Any special time of day?
Oh, I want the whole day.
We'll begin at dawn. You remember it had been snowing for a few days, but it had stopped during the night. They begun clearing the roads. Sun's coming up.
There's Main Street. And that's Mr. Morgan's drugstore before he changed it. And there's the livery stable.
Yes, this is 14 years ago.
That's the town I knew as a little girl. And look, that's the old white fence that used to be around our house. I'd forgotten that. I love it so.
Yes, your mother will be coming downstairs to make breakfast.
Will she?
And your father had come back this morning on the early morning train.
No?
He'd been back to his college to make a speech in Western New York at Clinton.
There's Howie Newsome. Oh, and there's our policeman. But he's dead. He died.
Whoa, Bessie! Bessie! Morning, Belle.
Morning, Howie.
You're up early.
Been rescuing a party. Darn near froze to death. Down by Polish Town there. Got drunk and laid in the snowdrifts. Thought he was in bed when I shook him.
There's Joe Crowell.
Morning, Constable. Morning, Howie.
Train, Wally, Emily, time to get up.
Mama, I'm here. Oh, how young Mama looks. I didn't know Mama was ever that young.
Morning, Miss Newsome. Whoa, it's cold.
10 below my barn, Miss Webb.
Well, think of it. Keep yourself wrapped up.
Yes, ma'am.
Mama, I can't find my blue hair ribbon anywhere.
Just open your eyes, dear, that's all. I laid out for you special on the dresser there. If it was a snake, it'd bite you.
Yes, yes.
Morning, Mr. Webb. You're up early.
Yes, just been back to my old college at New York State. Been in any trouble there?
Got called up this morning to rescue a party. Drunk he was. Thought he was in bed when I shook him.
We must get it in the paper.
This ain't much.
Papa!
Good morning, Mother.
How'd it go, Charles?
Oh, fine, I guess. I told him a few things. Been in any trouble there?
Yeah, none at all, but can't think that's happened special. Been downright cold. Howie Newsom says it's 10 below over at her barn.
Yeah, well, it's colder than that at Hamilton College. Students' ears are falling off. It ain't Christian. Paper have any mistakes in it?
None that I noticed. The coffee's ready when you want it. Oh, Charles, don't forget, today's Emily's birthday. Did you remember to get her something?
Yes, I've got something right here. Where's my girl? Where's my birthday girl?
Don't interrupt her now, Charles. You can see her at breakfast. She's slow enough as it is. Children, hurry up. I don't want to have to call you again.
I can't bear it. They're so young and beautiful. Why did they ever have to get old? Mama, I'm here. I'm grown up. I love you all, everything. I can't look at everything hard enough. Good morning, Mama.
Oh, well, a very happy birthday to my girl and many returns to today. There's some surprises waiting for you on the kitchen table.
Oh, Mama. You shouldn't have.
But birthday or no birthday, I want you to eat your breakfast good and slow. I want you to grow up to be a good, strong girl. That and the yellow paper is from your Aunt Carrie. And I reckon you can guess who brought over the postcard out. Found it this morning when I brought in the milk. George Gibbs. Must have come over in the cold pretty early. Right nice of him.
George. I'd forgotten that.
Oh, chew that bacon good and slow. It'll keep you warm on a cold day.
Mama, just give me 1 minute as though you really saw me. Mama, 14 years have gone by. I'm dead. Your grandmother, Mama. I married George Gibbs, Mama. Wally's dead too. Mama, his appendix burst on a camping trip to North Conway. We felt just terrible about it, don't you remember? But for now, we're all together. Just for once, we're happy. Let's look at one another.
Oh, that and the blue paper is something I found among your grandmother's things in the attic. You're old enough to wear it now, and I thought you'd like it.
Oh, Mama, it's just lovely and it's just what I wanted. It's beautiful.
Well, I hoped you'd like it. I hunted all over. Your Aunt Nora couldn't find one in Concord, and I had to send all the way to Boston. Oh, Wally has something for you, too. He made himself in manual training class, and he's real proud of it. Makes sure to make a big fuss. And your father has something for you, too, but I don't know what it is myself. Oh, shh, here he comes.
Where's my birthday girl?
I can't. I can't go on. It goes so fast. We don't even have time to look at one another. So all that was going on and we never noticed? Take me back. Up the hill to my grave. But first, wait. One last look. Goodbye. Goodbye, world. Goodbye, Grover's Corners. Mama. And Papa. Goodbye to Cox Chicken. And Mama's sunflowers. And new iron dresses. And food. And coffee. And sleeping. And waking up on Earth. You're too wonderful for anyone to realize you. Do any humans ever realize life while they live it? Every minute?
No. Saints and poets, maybe. They do some.
ready to go back.
Were you happy?
No. I should have listened to you. That's all human beings are. Just blind people.
Look, it's clearing up. The stars are coming out.
Oh, Mr. Stimson, I should have listened to them.
Yes, you should have. Now you know. Now you know. That's what life was. To move about in a cloud of ignorance. To go up and down, trampling on the feelings of those around you. To spend and waste time as though you had 1,000,000 years. To be always at the mercy of one self-centered passion or another. Now you know. That's the happy existence you wanted to go back to. Blindness and ignorance.
Simon, that ain't the whole truth and you know it. Emily, look at that star. I forget its name.
My boy Joel was a sailor. Knew 'em all. He used to sit out on porch evenings and tell 'em all by name. Yes, sir, wonderful.
The star's mighty good company.
Yes, yes it is.
Most everybody's asleep in Grover's Corners. Yes, it's clearing up. There are the stars. They're doing their old crisscross journey across the sky. Scholars haven't settled the matter yet, but they think there are no living beings up there. Just chalk or fire. Only this one's straying away. Straying away to make something of itself. Straying so hard that every 16 hours everybody lies down and gets a rest. 11:30 in Grover's Corners. You get a good rest too. Good night.
Hello, hello. And that was Our Town. Alright, now I would like to call up the cast of Our Town. Luke Ramirez is Wally Webb. Caden is Rebecca Gibbs. Natalie as Constable Warren and Sam Craig. Aria as Joe Stoddard. And Howie Newsom. Aria! Woo! Teresa as Mrs. Holmes. Mathis as Simon Stimson. Claire as Mrs. Webb. Luke Mano as Mr. Webb. Victoria as Mrs. Gibbs. Andrew as Mr. Gibbs. Jeff as George Gibbs. Sophie as Emily Webb. And finally, Ben as our stage manager. This is your cast of Our Town. I would now like to call up the cast, or the directors. Go back up to the top. Oh, that's good. Ignore that. I would now like to call upon the directors of Our Town, Kevin, Ethan, and Ben.
And Adam Ramirez. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it. Great job to all the cast members. Thank you all for supporting this wonderful production. Oh, 1 second. Speech.
Okay, we just want to quickly, I know it's a very late show, so we just want to say this very quickly. We just want to say thank you so much to everyone who just helped today, all the donations from everyone, including my family, from the Hoppers, just especially the Nadens. Just thank you so much to everyone who helped us today.
Okay, another one is we have a few people who are leaving us, so we wrote you guys a few cards. You've got notes from the three of us, me, Adam, and Kevin, and then we would recommend that you try to get them signed by everyone in the cast. So, can you hold this one? Yeah, Teresa! Can we have Aria? Can we have Ben? And we just did Art Town, which is a whole show about the way that little beautiful moments in life pass by us too quickly, and sometimes it's crazy how fast all of the little beautiful moments with the four of you went by. So thank you.
And lastly, we would like to show some extra appreciation for the family that really got us through this production as well. In planned plans or sudden impromptu moments, the Naden family has greatly helped us and believed in us. So thank you so much. And we would like to present you with this beautiful bouquet of our appreciation. So if you can congratulate and give a round of applause for Miss April Naden. Thank you so much for all your support, truly.
Alright guys, and I know we promised this would be quick. We have truly, this is the last one, just one more.
Not only is it the last play for the four of them, but it's also for Kevin. And Kevin and I have been doing plays since roughly 2014, and I'm just really proud to have him as a fellow co-director, and it's been an honor. And I just want to say, I love you, man, and thank you. All right, now you can go home.